asked us to calculate the member forces of the truss indicating magnitude and nature. So magnitude and nature means magnitude will be either compression or tension. Sorry, magnitude is what is the force, and nature is either it is a compression or tension. All the members are at 60 degrees to the horizontal and they are of 2 meters. So they are basically saying that all these members are 2 meters each. Okay, so it means all these are forming a equilateral triangle. So what I've said, first step, it should be calculate the reactions, support reactions. Okay, so here, as this is a hinge one, so what we get at hinge, we get one vertical at A and one horizontal at A. Okay, and here one vertical at D, because this is roller means we know, and in roller we get only one reaction, only one support reaction will be there, and for hinge we get two support reactions. So first, how you calculate? We know how we calculate. We used to calculate summation of Fx is equals to 0. First, this is for calculating the reaction. Here we can take the moment, but whereas when you are calculating the forces in the members, then we don't have to consider the moment. Only for reactions you can use this moment equation also, right? So here first one, summation of Fx equals to 0, and if I take summation of Fx equals to 0, what is there? Only VA, HA, right? So HA will be 0 because there is no other horizontal force. And next one, summation of Fy is equals to 0. Okay, second one, summation of Fy equals to 0. So summation of, if I take Fy equals to 0, there is one vertical at A. Okay, and here there is one vertical at D, and here all these are coming down, right? So that is minus 40, minus 50, minus 60 is equals to 0. This is first equilibrium equation. This is for second equilibrium equation. This is step 1. Step 1 is, you write down step 1, calculation of support reactions. Step 1 is calculation of support reactions. So what we get, VA plus VD is equals to 150. 60 plus 40, 100, 150. If I send it to the other side, so it will be 150. And next, third equilibrium equation, that is summation of moment is equals to 0. So what I'll do, I'll take moment at A again. So what I get, what it will be, HA and VA will be 0. HA and VA, moment generated by HA and VA will be 0. And now if I draw this, if I calculate this length, so it will come and join here, so it will be 1 meter, because this is the equilateral triangle. If I draw one line, it will exactly cut this bottom member at half. Okay, so this will be 1 meter. And similarly, if I extend it, so where it will act, it will also reach here. This is also 1 meter. So that is why, so what we can do, 40 into how much, 1 meter. This is creating a clockwise moment because this is clockwise, correct? So this is clockwise, so that is 40 into 1. Then this is 60, that this is also clockwise, 60 into 2, and this is 50. Okay, so that is also clockwise, 50 into 2 plus 1, 3 meter. Okay, so this VD will create an anti-clockwise. This will create an anti-clockwise moment like this. Okay, so this is anti-clockwise moment. So anti-clockwise moment means minus VD into how much? Distance is how much? 4 meter. This total is 4 meter, which is equals to 0. So if I send this to the other side, that is VD into 4 is equals to, this is 40 plus 120 plus 150. 40, right? Yes, 40. 120, 150, 270, 310. So 310 divided by 4. So 310 divided by 4, we get VD is equals to 77.5. 77.5 kilonewton. If I substitute in equation 1, what I get, VA is equals to, if I substitute here in equation number 1, so let me call this as equation number, if I back substitute, I get VA is equals to 72.5 kilonewton. Okay, so this is the first step, calculation of support reactions. So you understood this one, right? Okay, next we'll come to this part. So we have to, like I've said, this is by the method of joints. So what we'll do is, we'll select one joint Okay, we have to select one joint. Which joint we have to select? So if I take this one, or even I can take this one, or I can take this one, this joint, or this joint. I can take all the joints, but you have to start from the joint which has least number of unknowns. Okay, so if I take this joint first, okay, if I take this joint A, so here how many members are there? 2 members are there. Okay, 2 members are there, and I know VA, HA, and these 2 are the unknowns now. Or even I can start from the D also. If I take D, here there is one vertical force is there, VD, I know the value of this one, whereas this is unknown, this is unknown. Either I can start from joint A or joint D. Okay, if I draw the free body diagram of joint A, I'll write it as joint A. I'll draw the free body diagram of joint A. So how it exactly like? So this is the joint, this is the joint, correct? So to this joint there is one member here and one member horizontally, and there are 2 forces which are acting. This is VA, okay, and there is one more force which is acting here, HA. Anyway, we know that HA is 0. We have got HA 0, right? So from the previous we have got HA is equals to 0, VA is equals to how much we have got? 72.5, and VD is equals to 77.5. Understood? So you can either assume these forces in these members either towards the joint or away from the joint. Okay, so suppose you try to give the direction such a way that see here it is trying to move in the upward direction. So there has to be something downward, coming downward. So what I'll do, this is if I take the vertical component of this will come like this. So it means that I have to take it in the downward direction, because there is upward direction something, correct? So there is upward direction means there will be something downward. Anyway, this HA is 0. We have got HA 0, so I will not write it. So I'll just rub it off, because HA is 0. Anyway, we know that. I'll not consider that. And now you see here something which is acting in this direction now, which is acting in this direction, correct? So there has to be something in the opposite direction. So it is trying to pull this joint in this direction by this force. And what I have to do? I have to apply some force which has to be pulling in this direction, like this. Okay, you can remember this also, or just what you do, if you are getting confused in this one, what we'll do is we'll just take a joint, and we know this one VA is in upward direction, we know. Okay, so there is one member here and there is one member here. If you are getting confused which side we have to take, just you take either all the members in tension or all the members in compression. It's fine. Okay, so if you are taken here like this, if you are getting answer as positive, it means that whatever the direction you have assumed is correct. Here if you are assuming like this, and if you are getting minus value, it means that the assumed direction is not correct, and the actual direction should be something like this. Understood? So what we'll do is, so for this joint I have assumed this one. Next joint onwards we'll assume some random signs, and then we'll start solving. If you don't want, if you are not understood then this one, leave it. Okay, so anyway we can take any assumed direction. If you are getting positive, it means that the assumed direction is correct. If you are not getting the same positive sign, if you are getting negative sign, it means that assumed direction is wrong and you should have taken in the opposite direction. If you are assumed here, what I have assumed it as tension. If the value is positive, then the assumed force is tension. But if I am getting negative, I should have actually assumed compression. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Any doubt in the assumption of these symbols? Okay. So now we know VA is equals to how much? 72.5. So what we'll do, so for this I know there is no moment in any members, so we have 2 equilibrium equations. First one is summation of Fx equals to 0, and second one is summation of Fy equals to 0. Here summation of M equals to 0 will not come. Okay, so we are only consider, or we are only we want only these 2 equations to consider. Okay, so now what we'll do is, first we'll start with this summation of Fx equals to 0. So if I take summation of Fx equals to 0, So let me call this as, this is AB member, so I'll call it as force in member AB, and this is what member? Member AE. Okay, so I'll call it as force in member AE. So this is AB and this is AE. So if I take summation of horizontal forces, so we know that this angle is how much? This angle is 60 degree. So the horizontal component of this FAB is what? FAB cos 60. This is in what direction? This is in opposite direction, right? So this is negative direction minus, and there is one more here, that is plus FAE, which is equals to 0. Only two members, correct? So what I get? FAE is equals to FAB cos 60 is how much? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So that is 0.5. So let me call this as equation number 1. Let me call this as equation number 1. So I'll come to the second equation, that is summation of Fy, vertical forces, is equals to 0. Summation of vertical forces equals to 0. What are the vertical forces here? This is horizontal, this is vertical, and the vertical component of this can be found, right? So that is, this is acting in downward direction. If I take the vertical component here, it will come something like this. So that is FAB sine 60. This is minus because it is acting in downwards, plus VA. VA is how much? 72.5, which is equals to 0. If I solve this, what I get? FAB is equals to this is if I send it to the other side, divide by, that is 0.866. So we'll get around 83.71 kilo Newton. So I have assumed what direction? I have assumed this in downward direction that time towards the joint compression. So I have got positive value only. It means that whatever I have assumed is correct. Correct? So whatever I have assumed is correct. And here also, if I back substitute in equation 1, if I substitute this in equation 1 here, so I get FAE is equals to 41.85 kilo Newton. Okay, so these are the assumption. So which members we have found now? We have found the force in this member AB, and we have found the force in the member AE. So other members will continue similarly. And so FAB is in what I have given? Compression. In bracket you can write FAB as compression, and we have written FAE as tension, right? So we are away from the joint. You remember, towards joint, that is, if the joint is there and if the symbol is towards the joint, we call it as compression. If it is away from joint, that is, if the joint is there and the symbol is away from the joint, like this is towards the joint and this is away from the joint, so such we call it as a tension. Okay, so here towards the joint, compression. FAB is in compression and FAE is in tension. So we have calculated this one now. Okay, so these two I have calculated. If I come to this joint B, okay, now I'll come to this joint B. If I come to the joint B, so what we have? So here I know the force in this member, correct? I don't know the force in this member, and again I don't know the force in this member. So we have only two unknowns now. So I can come to joint B, and suppose if I come to this joint E, what will happen? See, if I come to this joint E, so this only this member I know, this I don't know, this I don't know, and this I don't know. Correct? We cannot go to that also. We can come to this D also. Again, similarly, how we have found, we can similarly find here also. Correct? So what we'll do, we'll go to the now joint B. Okay, free body diagram of joint B. So I'll draw the free body diagram of joint B. So one member is here, it is given like this, and one member is here. Okay, one is here, and there is one force here. This one is 40 kilonewton, and here what we have got? FAB So what we have got FAB is towards the joint, that is compression. So again we have to draw the same also here also, towards the joint, compression. This is what? FAB. And here this is FBE. So we'll assume some random direction, we'll assume. So what I'll assume? Unknowns, I'll assume tension only. Okay, this is also unknown. So I'll write it as FBC and this one FBE. This is joint B. Correct? And I know FAB, how much I have got? FAB I have got 83.71. So these are two are the unknowns now. Correct? So these two are the unknowns. So again we'll take the same equation. First one, summation of Fx equals to 0. If I take summation of Fx equals to 0, so here horizontal forces. So we know this angle is this is 60 degrees. This is also 60 degree. If you see here, correct? So this is 60 means this will also be 60 degrees. And if this is 60 degrees, this will also be 60 degree. Correct? So this is 60 and this is 60. So now summation of horizontal forces. So we'll write it FBC. This is horizontal towards the positive side direction. Next one plus FBE. This is FBE cos 60. Correct? And next this one plus FAB cos 60. But we know FAB how much? FAB is 83.71. Any other left? So we have taken all three, which is equals to 0. Correct? So if I send this to the other side, so what I get? FBC plus 0.5 FBE is equals to 83.71 83.71 into cos 60. So that is 41.85. That is minus 41.85. Let this be equation number 1. So we'll come to the second one. Summation of Fy is equals to 0. Summation of Fy is equals to 0. If I take summation of Fy equals to 0, you tell me. So this is the vertical component of this will be what? FAB sin 60. Sin 60, but it is in upward direction, positive, right? So it is FAB. I'll write it as number only, 83.71 sin 60. Sin 60 and then minus 40. This is, if I take the resultant of this one, so one will be something like this and one will be something like this. This we have taken, this is vertical, right? So that is minus, because it is in downward direction, minus 40. How much it is? It is also sin 60 only. Sin 60, which is equals to, minus 40 and then minus FBE sin 60. Sin 60. So now if I solve it here, this is 83.75 sin 60 minus 40 that is FBE sin 60 is equals to 32.529. Okay, so divided by sin 60. So I get FBE is equals to, how much I am getting? I am getting 37.56 kilo Newton. So what we have assumed? FBE we have assumed tension. We have got the positive value. So it means that this is tension. I'll write tension in bracket as T. And substituting back this in equation number 2, that I have called it as 1, right? So I'll call it as 2. Substituting back in equation number 2. So from equation number 2, what we get? So if I substitute back here into 0.5, okay, minus 41.85. I have got FBC is equals to 60.63, that is minus. But what we have assumed? We have assumed FBC as tension. But what we have got? Minus symbol, right? So it means that, so FBC is equals to 60.63 and this is compression. What I have done? I have, instead of writing minus, I have changed the sign and I have taken tension here. Instead of that, I have written compression. Okay, so now we have calculated this one and this one. How many are remaining? 1, 2, 3. So that 3 will calculate. So first, FAB is equals to 83.71 kilonewton, which is compression. FAE, which is equals to 41.85 kilonewton, which is tension. Next we have got FBC. FBC is equals to 60.63 kilonewton, which is what? Compression. Next FBE, which is equals to how much? 37.56 kilonewton, which is tension. So in the previous case, what we have done, we have assumed exactly, but here we have assumed some random signs. Still we are able to get whether it is in compression or tension by just changing the symbol. You can go to any joint, okay? So but keep in mind, the unknowns are maximum 2. The maximum unknowns allowed is 2. So now we will come back to joint C. So coming back to joint C. So in joint C, what are the members we have? First we'll write free body diagram of that. So one member is horizontal and one is like this and one is like this. It is very similar to what we have seen in the previous case, just opposite of that. So this is 50 kilonewton they have given and we have found this one. Okay, so this is what? BC. BC is what? Compression. Okay, FBC is compression. Compression means towards the joint. We had assumed initially tension, but we have got it as minus. So that's why we are taking opposite of that. FBC, how much we have got? 60.63 towards the joint. And then this one I don't know, so I'll assume it as tension. This one also I don't know, I'll assume it as tension. I am assuming, okay? Assuming, that's why I'm saying I am assuming it as tension. So this is joint C and this one I'll call it as FCE, and this one I'll call it as FCD. Force in the member CD and force in the member CE. So apply the two conditions. First one, summation of Fx equals to 0. If I take summation of Fx equals to 0, this is horizontal 60.63 and this angle is how much? 60 degrees. This angle is how much? 60 degrees. Correct? So minus, because it is in opposite direction, minus FCE cos 60 plus FCD, the horizontal component and vertical component. For this horizontal component and vertical component, something like this. Okay, so FCD, this is also cos 60, which is equals to 0. So I'll solve it now. So this is FCE and FCD. So we get 0.5 FCD minus 0.5 FCE is equals to minus, or what I'll do, this is FCE, FCD is equals to 60.63. So let me, this equation number, I think we are done with 2. So call this as equation number 3. And similarly, one more equation, summation of Fy equals to 0. So if I take summation of Fy equals to 0, So what we get? One is acting downward, minus 50, correct? And then here this will not come. This will create some vertical resolution of this will be there. That is minus. That is also minus. Minus FCE. Minus FCE. Sine 60. Sine 60 minus. This is minus also. This is minus FCD. Sine 60, which is equals to 0. Let me call this as equation number, or I'll just rewrite it. FCE sine 60 minus FCD sine 60, minus of minus plus it is, so which is equals to, if I send this to the other side, minus 50. Let me call this as equation number 4. So solving equation number 3 and equation number 4, solving equation number 3 and equation number 4, we get CE is equals to 31.76 and FCD is equals to minus 89.49. What I've taken again? Tension, but I've got opposite of that sign. So therefore I'll write it as FCD is equals to 89.49. This is compression and this is tension. So I'll write the values here. FCD 89.49 kilonewton, that is compression, and then FCE, that is 31.76 kilonewton, that is tension. Use. So next what we'll do is we'll come back to this point D. So anyway, if you go to this also, how many members are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we know the value of this one, and we have calculated this one, and we have calculated this one now. So only unknown is this one. Okay, or even you can come to this also. So we have calculated this also already, and only unknown is this. So what we'll do is, so we'll come to this joint D itself, because members involved are very less. Here members involved are 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1 force, 5 forces you will get here at joint D. Here we get only 1, 2, 3 numbers. So calculate the member in force D, the member force D. So if I draw this joint D, so here this is okay, here we have got 77.5, this is VD from support reaction, correct? And here this FCD we have got compression means towards the joint. How much we have got? FCD 89.49. so this is 89.49, and we know this angle, it is 60 degrees. So only unknown is this one. Okay, so I'll assume again tension, and FDE. Okay, so don't get confused. Sometimes FDE is equals to FED, both are same, or like FBC is equals to FCB, both are same. Okay, don't get confused. So all these are same. So here FDE. So what we'll do, this is horizontal, so directly we'll use first equation, that is summation of Fx equals to 0. So summation of Fx equals to 0, that is minus FDE, and then this is if I resolve this, one will be like this and one will be like this, correct? So I want this one, that is plus 89 cos 60, which is equals to 0. So if I send this to the other side, FDE is equals to 89.49, it is, sorry. $89.49 cos 60. So it is 89. So I get 44.75 kilo Newton. So I assume tension and I got the value positive, so I'll keep it as tension. So we have calculated all 7 member forces. So this is the problem.